Okay, Ringwalk Media here in association with Red Lion Specialist Cars, Highland Whiskey Clan and MJ Catterall. I think I've seen more of Mr. Carl Greaves than I have my own family. It's nice to see you again, sir, and a winning evening this evening.
Yeah, fantastic evening after the disappointment of last week. Obviously, going all the way out to Gibraltar and with Sean Bruce for the Commonwealth Super Flyweight title as well, same weight. Did the weigh-in, did everything. 20 minutes before the fight was due to start, Kadimi gets injured in the changing rooms. Goes over on his knee and done his ACL. So very, very disappointing. I was absolutely devastated for Sean.
Yeah.
He put so much hard work in, and it's madness. I mean, a bit like tonight, really. I mean, look, this kid from France has come all the way over to defend his European title against Bradley Ray, who stepped in last minute. And the fight's off on the night of the show. It's just you just listen. I've always said it in boxing. You're never in a fight until that first bell goes, and that's what's happened again tonight. But very disappointed from last week. But tonight was the night for Emma Dolans. Really pleased. What a fantastic girl. Great performance. Dominated really from start to finish. I probably had to lose in one round. Little bit disappointed that there were three southern judges and a southern ref. Need to have a word with the board about that because it's not good. That, you know what I mean. If it would have been close and would have been on the hard end of a bad decision, I would have been well pissed
thank
off.
Goodness it wasn't close this evening, mate.
Well, that's it. We couldn't have it close tonight. When I got to the ring and looked round, I couldn't believe my eyes. But anyway, that's boxing.
You love it, don't you? Well, listen, every single time she fights, she exceeds expectations. People don't really not so much don't take to her, they just don't know her very much because she's a very quiet young lady. She works very hard in the gym, just out of the way of the limelight.
Yeah.
They're going to have to start taking notice now because she is now going to go into world title fights, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the worst thing about all of this, she beat Shannon Ryan. We thought we'd cracked it. We thought we had a big contract with Matchroom. They decided not to take the options on Emma. I actually got Emma manager for the European title after that win. He went out to Perspitz fast because they'd been let down so many times, this opponent from Italy. I got in there for Emma. It was all set to happen. But I never had a big promoter to put a bid in. What do you do? I never had a big promoter to put a bid in. So obviously Matchroom decided not to take the options. So it was in no man's land, so she had to vacate a position. And that's why we're defending the British and Commonwealth again, which we don't mind. But looking at the rankings, she's number 3 in the world with the IBF. Probably be even higher after tonight. Yeah. I mean, Lauren Parker's a former undefeated European champion. She never lost the belt in the ring. Same reason she had to give her belt up. She never had a big promoter behind her to put. Well, she never had a big promoter behind her to put a bid in. You know what I mean? She was basically paying for fights herself, I heard. So this is the true story of boxing. You know what I mean? The hard end of boxing. But hopefully now we'll have GBM behind her. We've got a big promoter. We're going to push on and hopefully get her this world title fight, which she deserves. I mean, our ringside, I could see Adam Smith saying, you need to push her on, you need to push her on. You know what I mean? People know that she's too good for this level. Yeah. And she hits very hard with that right hand. She's very deceiving, Emma. She don't look nothing great, you know what I mean? Very basic, but being in there with Emma, you know what I mean, and watching her is two totally different things, as Lauren Parker and Shannon Ryan has found out.
Well, it's very deceiving to watch her because you don't actually know what she's going to do.
No.
You know, she's so long and rangy and she got such a good jab that you don't know whether she's going to use the backhand, use the hook. You just don't know, and I think for opponents she's a bit of a bloody nightmare. What were you most pleased with in this fight from her performance?
She didn't really get out of second gear, I'll be honest with you. She never really went through the gears tonight. She's not felt great the last couple of days, and she couldn't really get going, you know what I mean? She beat what was in front of her. She didn't have to excel herself, to be honest. Like I say, that's why I know there's loads more to come from Emma. She never had that second gear tonight. She put Lauren back on her heels a couple of times and could have probably pushed on, but listen, we played it safe and got the win, and it was an easy night. Like I say, I had it every round bar one.
Well, listen, you mentioned that time frame is a bit of a pain with women's boxing at the moment, and I personally have seen that in the last 6-8 months since Saudi's come in. That it has changed a little bit, but there are some good fights out there. How quickly do you think now your promoter can get her onto one of those world title fights, or an eliminator at the very least?
Yeah, well, we're not signed by GBM yet. I've got to sit down with Izzy. He's a great lad. Listen, I've known Izzy a long, long time. He'll tell you we go back a long way. He was coming down my gym sparring.
Nice. Sorry, he's just sprayed some aftershave. It smells nice, that. Like he's going on out. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Carl.
Yeah. But give me a splash then.
Look at that. Look at this.
This is from the wife, Christmas.
Yeah, lovely.
Whose wife?
Thank you,
My
sir.
wife.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'll sit down with Izzy. He definitely wants to sign Emma, 100%.
Okay.
He told me in the ring, but it's got to be the right signing. We've got to do the right thing.
Pennies have got to be right, and the opportunities as well.
Listen, Emma's knocking on the door now for a world title. We've got to make the right decision, and I'll sit down with Izzy and we'll go through things. But listen, I like Izzy. I like the platform. I like what he's doing. I like the production. Great team. He's got DAZN behind him now, which is the major player in boxing now. And to be on DAZN, I mean, that's what everyone's buying. I'm watching all the big boxing fans, and we're going to get the public on it as well. I mean, everyone was like at the start, oh, DAZN, what's that on an app? Who's going to want to watch that? But they're going to have no choice now, because if they're a boxing fan and want to watch boxing, they're going to have to get the app and they're going to have to subscribe, and you know what I mean? And you can see DAZN's going to be rocketing soon.
And the good thing with DAZN is they can just go back and watch Emma's fight.
That's the good thing. I like it. You know what I mean? You can just, I'll get home tonight and just go back on the app, click on it.
Your missus is not letting you watch boxing tonight. You've been away for 2 weeks.
And that's it, yeah.
Well, listen, it's always a pleasure to see you. When are we going to see you again? What have you got coming up?
What have I got coming up?
Going on a bit of an holiday.
I'm having a break, yeah. Next, I've got a place in Spain. I'm going over there. I think we fly out we've got a week on Sunday, the 13th. Come back Easter Sunday, just for a week. And then I've got to plan my next show. My next show, the only one I've got planned at the minute, is August the 23rd in Grimsby. Levi Giles fighting for the Midlands area title against Joe Underwood Hughes. Great fight.
Good fight, that.
And Levi's a good seller, very popular in Grimsby. But I'm hoping to put 1 or 2 on before that. It's just I'm just waiting on something. I'm in talks with Notts County about doing big shows there with John Ashton. We're going to team up. John Ashton, my old former manager and trainer and promoter, and so it'll be great. We're gonna do something in Nottingham, but yeah, we're just waiting on the dates, to be honest.
Well, listen, that'll be good when it comes off, if it comes off.
Yeah.
Tonight it did come off. She's still the British and Commonwealth champion.
Thank you.
Well done, mate,
Top
and to
man.
you and your team.
Thank
nice
you
to
very
see
much. Thank you.